Alright, how's it going? And grab the Bucks here. You know what? Is it OR or ER? A good question now. Important to know. Yeah, I have no idea to be honest. OR. Alright. Pre-order bonus, no idea what that is. Turn that off. Coach firing on. Superstar abilities on. No control. No injuries. No pre-existing. No practice. I hate that shit. Bump this up a little bit because I like the traits. I think more people should have them. We're grabbing Trey Lance. I want to know what he's like. We'll grab Debo. grabbing tackles because good tackles, good thing. Like Zayvon Collins is just too good. I have certain players that I like. Can't go wrong with the 21-year-old. Presley Harvin's got the best throw power and accuracy, I think. Just picking some young players to fill out the roster. 52 to 11 L. Jesus. Oh, big sneezes. Thursday primetime Color Rush game. You know what's up. And I didn't start the relocation. Wonder if I still can week 1. Should be able to, I think.
Dillon pushing his way through, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lance. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Nice play there by Brian Burns, chasing down a quarterback in the pocket. He had 16.5 sacks in his first 2 years in the league, including 9 in 2020.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led by the second-year man from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a down look. 6 DBs. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now on 2nd and 16, Tua. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down.
I forgot to do something.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone.
Forgot to actually adjust the lineups and make sure that the lineup is set properly. Wrong tab.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led by the second-year man from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Yoink.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that was quick.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Tua gonna run again. Tua
Yoink.
the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Jesus.
And his guys will take over.
3 turnovers in the first minute.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Sloppy game.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lance. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And no move to get the offense off the
Going
field.
for it because we're aggressive.
4th and 1. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's not going to
And that was a mistake.
Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Tua now on 1st down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Brown able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now Tua. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joe Tryon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Completes it to Miller. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Brian Burns.
Nobody picked him up there.
He buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Open man. That's the tight end, Freiermuth. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams
kind of a weak sack stat.
First, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
How short is Boston Scott? Jesus.
With a 1st and 10.
Curious now. Five, 6. Okay.
Brought down there. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Singletary running right. Down right around the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Tua going to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. We're scoreless after one. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
So aggressive. Jesus.
Before he's brought down at the 3. First and goal from the 3. Singletary.
I feel like they changed something, updated something where there's just a lot more aggression. They don't pull out the kickers as much.
Singletary again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, Lance's
that was a move.
Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw, it's Lance. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Lance looks to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of
A little
5,
slow
and now
with
it's second down.
reacting to pressure.
On the handoff, this is Dillon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Lance. A short one there to Fryermuth. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Damn, they went for it. Why so aggressive? Do they not have a kicker? Coming out guns blazing second half. Does JC Horn have 3 interceptions?
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bucs, they begin their Super Bowl defense with a victory here in the Thursday night opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our
3
entire crew here at EA
interceptions
Sports,
in
I'm
JC
Brandon
Horn's
Gordon,
first
saying
game.
so
That's
long,
pretty wild.
everybody.
All right, relocation started. +2 Excel. Nice. Oh.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
The final weekend of the summer.
Be right
You're
back.
enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the third overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 60 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down is Lance. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st down, Lance.
And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
The Lance going to throw. That's complete. Okuwebunam.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
Now Lance again. They'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Dillon.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Trey Lance, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that
Ooh,
makes
it's a chilly one out there today.
And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And no
Kind
excitement.
of a rough first week for Murray, it looks like.
The defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson
Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It's taken to the 26. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the handoff, Dillon.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw. He gets this complete to Cephas.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 29, Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They'll run here with Dillon.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs have taken a 13-0
Well,
first quarter
it looks
lead.
like Trey likes his tight ends.
McPherson up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
At least in the red zone, for sure.
So that drive in total,
That whole
8
drive was
plays,
damn near
and it
Brian
ends with
move.
a touchdown for the Bucs.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 78 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun now from Murray.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Lance. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver.
Yeah, they
and he's
sent the
brought
blitz.
down.
He panicked.
That's sacked by Khalil Mack. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed.
All right. I think that's good enough for game 2. If they make a comeback or anything interesting happens, maybe we'll watch. 7 seconds left, and they go for it and get the touchdown. I love it.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.
today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 8th season in the league, and that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. It's Hill, complete.
And
Oh, he's
there's a
got some
killer
breathing
screen.
room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Garoppolo's throw here complete to Kelsey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Garoppolo again. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he works free. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Travis Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, and Dalvin Cook.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Lance now on 1st down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Lance. Now swing pass for Dillon.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. The Sanders has got it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Cook. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, we dominate today.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Jonathan Grenard.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down. Lance completes it to Samuel.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 24. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 56 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Looking to
I think it's
throw
nice
again
that he
on
kept it
2nd
safe
down.
there, but he
Lance.
probably
That's
could
gonna be
have
caught
done
by
that one
Samuel.
for a
And
little
he
bit
gets this
further.
down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Debo.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Dillon again.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good again.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. A.J. Dillon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
Oh, Melvin
Extra
Ingram,
point
at
by
least, I guess.
McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Cook. Spins past him. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Garoppolo gonna
You have 3 X factors. Why wouldn't you?
He gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And that was like the second pass the quarterbacks missed the entire game.
Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at
And
the
don't
11.
break. Boom.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Uses the stiff arm. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
Nothing too exciting happening in this game. I think we'll just start simming.
Angeles with a victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top-5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Los Angeles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. Thanks for tuning in.
from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October. Return Tremont Smith. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll be led by a three-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing rig. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Watson off play action. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Watson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They give it off here to the tight end. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Dillon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Chubb. He stiff arms him, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
A give. This is Chubb. Shifts free at the 15. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Chubb. He juked him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
After the sack on first down,
Lance, that's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
a good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Now Lance. He gets this complete to Cephas.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Quintez Cephas. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Chubb muscles him off. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 143 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and short now following the fumble. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance going to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, Lance. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They begin this drive with Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 163 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Bateman over the middle. 7 yards the pickup there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A run for Nick Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense...
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Odafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Lance now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And Lance's throw complete there to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Lance looks to throw again. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Lance. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. This one taken in by Cephas. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On 2nd and goal. Lance. Touchdown. Elijah Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the AFC West. The Raiders and Chargers live from SoFi Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Oh, man.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Lance. Big hold of the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want no.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. And to give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Here we go. Here we go.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Lance. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Lance. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Dillon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Lance now on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Trey Lance, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. On 1st and 10, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watson on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, career high.
Touchdown, Patriots. Nick Chubb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dancing to his... And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. There was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
2nd and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Lance. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson, and caught by Henry. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can
I think
they
it's
string
safe
a
to
few
say
of those
we are
together?
not winning this one.
Now Lance again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Lance now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And Lance going to throw. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Dillon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Lance.
Let's say 85 wide open.
He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Alvaro Cuebuna. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. So
Hey, yeah.
5 yards
Big
here,
cough to
5
remind you
on
I'm
the
here.
play. And that'll make it a second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.